What's up, YouTube? Honeybee here, bringing you some news about what's going on in terms of the next Mortal Kombat at E3. The quick version of the story is, it seems like nothing. It seems like nothing is happening right now with Mortal Kombat at E3. I woke up this morning and I saw something on Twitter about Ed Boon deconfirming it or something like that, kind of saying that nothing's happening. I didn't really go too far into it because I'm going to go over that live with you guys and just give you guys my thoughts and whatever when it comes from like a pro player's point of view on all of this and everything. And then we'll start by doing that, and let's take a look at Test Your Might, because I think that's where a link to some of this news is. Alright, so we're on Test Your Might's main webpage right now, and there is something here. I saw on Twitter like a link to this. Ed Boon confirms that Mortal Kombat 11 is not going to be revealed or announced. No plans to do so. What is this? So apparently he's saying definitively, Mortal Kombat 11 is not forthcoming, nor is any other NRS game. Confirmed by the man himself, Ed Boon, at E3 with Game Bomb. Okay. Confirmed that NRS has consciously decided to break the pattern. There's nothing explicitly forthcoming from NRS. So let's take a look at this. Over here. Supposed to be.
That's a lot of Gears of War.
Here.
And wow,
yeah, it's the best fighting game.
Yeah. Ed, no game. What's going on? This is
Well, we've had E3s where there's no game.
You're right.
Before in the past,
definitely.
There's definitely like a pattern we've been following that we've kind of broken out of, and I'm surprised how many people know about that pattern. You know, I didn't think that many people were taking
out of their 2-year
writing
cycle.
it down, but
it's really not that hard.
It's certainly something that we're changing around, and I wish I could, chomping at the bit to talk about stuff, but at the moment we have nothing that we're announcing. Is that the right?
All right, just tell me, is Stryker in it or what? What are we doing?
Yeah, no.
So notice for a second, he said they have nothing they're announcing, not nothing they're working on. It's still very, very likely that they are working on the next game, on the next Mortal Kombat or whatever. Just because they're not announcing it doesn't mean they're not working on it. It's still very possible. In my head, I think that they'd still announce it at another time. It's still possible. Well, if they said they're breaking the pattern or whatever, for those of you that don't know, the pattern has been for a while that every 2 years they release a new game, and it's been like MK9 2011, Injustice 1 2013, MKX 2015, Injustice 2 2017. So the pattern was that the next Mortal Kombat game should come out in 2019 in the spring. That's what they've been doing, but Ed Boon has just said that they're breaking the pattern. So that means that it wouldn't be coming out at that time. But yeah, let's continue.
No, I mean that was the cadence for a while. Was the talk about the game at E3, ship in April type thing.
Yeah.
I feel like Injustice 2. When I started thinking about it, when I started maybe piecing some things together and go, I don't think they're gonna have a game there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh man.
In the past,
E3 is canceled.
In the past, we've like released some kind of an announcement trailer right before E3, and then so when we didn't do something like that, it was like the death threat started.
Yeah. Red alert! What are we doing?
Yeah.
Didn't the web series launch like a couple weeks before E3, like 7 or 8 years ago, before 9?
Jesus.
There was that web series that was like the modern, like somebody like Jax or somebody or Scorpion was getting interrogated.
Yeah,
could have been Jax, could have been Scorpion.
You know what that was?
Maybe Jax was interrogating.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It was a Kevin Tanchero, and it was like called Mortal Kombat
Legacy?
Rebirth. No, Legacy or Rebirth.
Yeah.
And it was Michael Jaleel White was Jax, and he was interrogating, I think, like Scorpion or something.
Yeah.
And he literally, without any kind of
legal.
talking with us, just leaked it, and like we were about to do our video like the next day or something like that. It was just a crazy coincidence.
And everyone assumed the new Mortal Kombat was going to be that. Like, oh, it's like a modern take on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's in some ways it's weirdly more exciting to go like, oh, well, if it's not getting announced, then what's different? And start trying to piece that mystery
Nothing's
together.
different. Nothing.
But I'm sure you'll be out on Twitter telling the truth at all times
That's right.
about what's coming and when. So
Yeah, about that.
Hitman 2,
Ed Boon,
not
Ed
Hitman
Boon.
Season 2.
No.
Is that the end of that?
Was this
So there you have it, guys. It looks like nothing is going to be coming to us next year in terms of Mortal Kombat. That was the whole pattern. That was the whole cycle. Is every 2 years we're getting a new game that's been either Injustice or MK. Obviously, it wasn't a long cycle. Like it was started with 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017. So it was quote unquote safe to assume that we get something in 2019, a new game. Some people were actually thinking that even if it's not a new like Mortal Kombat 11, whatever, that it could be something else from NetherRealm. But right now it seems like nothing. It seems like we're not going to be getting anything. Maybe by that time, maybe by like 2019, we'll get an announcement of what's going to come in like 2020, something like that. It's hard for me to think that they would take longer than 3 years to release something. So my initial thoughts are, all right, if nothing's going to come out next year, probably the year after that, I would think something is going to happen. It's very possible that Ed Boon, the master of trolling himself, trolled us again, and oh yeah, maybe something is going to be revealed at E3 after all, and it's going to be so much more hype because we all thought nothing's happening. But I don't really think that's the case right now. I think they're actually going to just not release something this year, and maybe more news will happen later on. Maybe we'll get more Injustice 2 DLC, maybe new patches, maybe something. I don't know, because it's kind of hard for me to think that they would just put nothing for like over a year or two to support their games, because NetherRealm has always been really good at supporting their games, well, their current game, until the next one comes. So if the next one's not going to come for a while, it leads me to believe that they'd probably do something for Injustice 2. The thing is like Injustice 2 Pro Series Season 1, it had way more money in it than Injustice 2 Pro Series Season 2. So I don't know about a third season of a Pro Series. I don't know. Hard for me to think what's going to happen. What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it's a good idea that they're going to wait longer to maybe have a more polished game at the end? Do you think more DLC is going to come to Injustice 2? Maybe we'll get Beast Boy and everything will just be perfect and dandy. Because I'm okay with more Injustice before MK. I'm not like die hard, like give me MK or give me death type of thing. Like I'm fine with waiting longer for a more polished game and just continuing to play Injustice 2. So let me know in the comments down below, like, subscribe and whatever, and I'll see you in the next video.